This is my final project to talk about things I have learned this semester that I feel stuck out for me specifically. In week 2, we created our professional emails, and from our professional emails, we learned about Google Drive and Google Docs. I had never used Google Docs before and didn't know that Google Drive was a thing. So using this was very good for me, and I was able to relate them to a lot of the Microsoft things, so it was pretty easy to get a hold of. In week 3, we actually did our resumes through Google Docs. And this was great for me because I didn't have my professional resume yet, and I'm going to graduate next semester, so it was nice to be able to create it. And through my resume, actually, we put our technological skills, which we did throughout the entire semester. And I really wanted to thank you guys for this part of the class specifically, because I think not only did this class teach me a lot about different technological skills and different apps, but it also taught me how to organize things and how to set up for good organization. In week 5, we went over Google Forms, and I really liked this one. Especially I made the information survey for my future students, and I really like this because it's an easy way to send something to your students and get the results back very quickly, and it'll automatically grade some of the places for me, even though some of the questions are opinion questions. It doesn't really matter, but just to get to know the students specifically in this case. And in week 6, we learned about Google Classroom, and I am looking forward to looking at this more and figuring out exactly how I want to set up my own Google Classroom, because I think it'll be very important in the future to have Google Classroom as a side thing or a fallback thing, just in case you do have to be out of school for snow days or sickness or anything. I feel like in the future there's not going to be an excuse for not learning based on snow and different things that are happening around us. In week 9, we did the iMovie. I really enjoyed doing the iMovie because I was also working on a project for my opera class at the time and had to do some vocal recordings, and noticed that you could layer the background with music. So I actually layered the background with my own voice, which I thought was pretty fun to do. And I just got to do the Meet the Teacher video and pretty much show my future students how a classroom with me would go and how everything in the future would be. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the Show Me video. I really enjoyed working on the Show Me video because it's a great tool to use when teaching students something, because you actually get to, it's kind of like a chalkboard or a whiteboard where you have stuff written down and then you can write stuff on it as you speak. So it's kind of interactive in that sense. And I put a lot of practice tools on here that the students could utilize. And it was just a great tool, I think, for me to use. And I like interactive things myself. The last thing I wanted to talk about was Screencast-O-Matic, which I'm using now to record this video. I think this is probably one of my favorite things that I've learned about this semester, because I can go on here and go through many different pages and show my students many different things at a small amount of time or whatever, and everything's just at the touch of my fingertips. So it's a great tool to utilize so I can teach my students different things. So again, I wanted to thank you guys for teaching me how to use better organizational skills, and thank you for this class. Hope you have a good day.